أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all the people who are going to watch and listen this video. First, I would like to announce that today is the 16th day of Ramadan, 1447 Hijri, and the other date that we are using is Friday, March 2026. Now, first, I will give you two reasons why I'm making this video. First, I'm making this video that dua or supplication we should recite as much as possible in Ramadan and besides Ramadan also. And the second thing, I'll tell you about some Muslim criminals who happens to be rulers of different countries and what is happening in their countries, so you will get the general idea. So first, I'll start saying this dua supplication, which goes like this: Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli zambin wa atubu alayh. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli zambin wa atubu alayh. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli zambin wa atubu alayh. Astaghfirullahul azim Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum wa atubu alayh. Astaghfirullahul azim Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum wa atubu alayh. Astaghfirullahul azim la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum wa atubu alayh. You can use both versions. It's up to you, whichever is easier for you to listen, but the second one is considered more powerful, so that's why I have mentioned it as well. Now I'll tell you the translation is just about literally the same, not much different, so I'll just give you a brief description of the translation, which goes like this: I seek forgiveness for my sins from Allah Almighty, who is my Lord, and I shall return towards him. Now, if you would like to get a detailed version of this meaning or summary, you should watch my video which I have done last year, so you will get an idea. A detailed version you will get it, but today I'm just going to keep it that way because today I have to tell you something about that majority of us, not a majority of Muslims, are not even bothering, and basically they don't care, but I have to mention it anyway. So first of all, there are three people. One of them is actually a Muslim. He claims to be a Muslim. He's from one of those countries which are in the desert in Asia between Turkey and Pakistan. I forget the name of his country. For people like that who favored Zionist criminals, I do not care where they are from, but when they spitting poison, I have to mention them by name. So first one, this Maloon, is Faris al-Hamadi or Hamdi. I'm not exactly sure how to say it right, but it don't make much difference anyway. So he claims to be a Muslim, but he is getting mad at the Muslim for pointing out the crimes committed by these countries. So imagine how bad a Muslim he is. Second was Andrew Tate. Supposedly he became a Muslim, but if we notice, he haven't done anything in favor of Islam, and he's also barking against Muslims most of the time and what's wrong with Islam and blah 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 and all that crap. So don't fall for him, boycott him as well. Then third, and stupid person who claims to be a guiding counselor or motivational speaker. He's from Canada, and he is another stupid ass. His name is Jordan Peterson. Unfortunately, because of his logics, which happens to be very good in some cases, plenty of the Muslims were following him, and they were very happy with Jordan Peterson. So I listened to some of his speeches, and then I realized there's also a snake in the bosom, or a wolf in the sheep skin, so boycott him also if you're a sensible Muslim. Also, if you're a sensible Muslim, stop going to Starbucks. Support local coffee shops. They spend money here. They are local coffee shops. Don't give your money to Starbucks and other similar bloodthirsty Zionist organizations. Now I'll come to this point, and I'll try to keep it brief. In next video, I will give you a little bit more history of different genocide, but I will talk about the current genocide which is going on for last 2 years in Gaza and atrocities in West Bank. And supposedly West Bank is in control of this walking dead man, Mahmoud Abbas. He's a coward, so settlers are committing atrocities and he cannot do nothing about it, because what do you expect from a walking skeleton with full of lard in his body, so forget about him. But the reason the satanic terrorist, illegitimate, illegal bastard apartheid Israel regime is able to continue this genocide non-stop, I'll tell you why. Because who is supplying fuel? Forget weapons. Fuel is more important, because even if you have the best weapons and you cannot transfer it from one place to other place, they are useless. So guess who is supplying the most oil to this country, to this pig? Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan. 50 to 70%. 50 to 70% oil is being supplied by them. The Azerbaijani oil comes from where? Guess what? Turkey. Who is claiming they stand with the people of Gaza? Really, really. These countries haven't stopped the shipment of oil for a single day, right? Also, the other key suppliers are Russia, Brazil, Gabon, Nigeria, and the most important, jet fuel comes from USA. So now my question is this: those two Muslim countries which are supplying, so-called Muslim countries which are supplying 50 to 70% oil, why we have not boycotted them? Why don't we have the courage to say that the Azerbaijani president, his name is Ilham Aliyev, he's Fasik, Munafik, Fajr, Malaun, Kazib. The president of Kazakhstan, his name is Qasim Jomrat Tokayev. Well, he's exactly the same. They are ministers of Shaitan, Iblis, Azazil, Diablo. Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, besides supplying oil, they have a great nightlife. Alcohol easily available. And guess what? For this long, the genocide is going on Gaza. Not a single day the nightlife have stopped, is going on as usual. And they supposedly call themselves Muslim. But why they're not going to do it, Azerbaijan? When they were fighting with Armenia or whatever that country was for their piece of land, their best friend was Israel, Turkey, and Pakistan. So is that the character and role of Muslims? Are you sure? Forget Azerbaijan. Even if I get a free ticket and free travel paid expense to Azerbaijan, I will not go. I have no intention to go to a country which have billiards on its hands of Muslims. And now we come to Kazakhstan. They're no different either. They have alcohol available also. They have nightlife also. Not for a single day they have stopped any such activity. And then they call themselves Muslim. I'm not sure why. When your hands are full of Muslim blood, should you be considered Muslim? So this Qasim Jomrat Tokayev, boycott him too. I mean, what's the point? There's no reason. So why we cannot do that as a Muslim? Why we cannot ask to boycott these stupid two countries and these bloodthirsty murderers Muslims? Then we come to Turkey. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He's still doing the most trade with Israel. Haven't stopped. Turkey, alcohol easily available. Nightlife goes on every day. Nothing I've done. So let me ask you this question from Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Why are you trying to be the self-appointed representative of Muslims when you haven't done much for Muslims and you're still doing business with satanic, terrorist, illegal, illegitimate, apartheid Israel regime? Meaning you are same with them. You also have your hands full of blood of Muslims, innocent Muslims. Then we come to Indonesia, supposedly the largest Muslim country in the world. But guess what? They have the same thing. Bali, where women are naked on the beach, almost naked. They are only wearing 2 inches of piece of cloth, but they can easily walk naked on the beach. Alcohol easily available, nightlife rampant. For one day they said, we are mourning the deaths of genocide in Gaza, Burma, Sudan, and other places. No, why would they? Life of convenience. Forget Indonesia. I have no reason to go to Indonesia anymore because there's the same one. Then we go to Morocco. Basically, it's called Al Maghrib, but the West have named this Al Maghrib country Morocco, even though Marrakesh is a city of Al Maghrib, and is in Arabic is pronounced Marrakesh, but it became Morocco. Then there's a city Casablanca, which is Darul Baida, but we have to say Casablanca, otherwise it don't sound very impressive. Arabi word, but we don't want to use Arabi word. We want to use Casablanca. Spanish word, Casablanca, meaning white home. All right. Guess what? Nightlife, alcohol, prostitution, everything easily available. Not a single day they have stopped this. Oh, come on, Egypt. They were very proud to be the sons of Pharaoh. Yeah, how could they stop the sale of alcohol and nightlife in their big cities? Tourists will not come, they will not have income. And guess what? The worst of border closing is done by this Malun, what's his name? CC, something. He have not supported the people of Gaza at all. So, Egypt or Misr, you also have blood of Muslims on your hand. Oh, let's go to Tunis. Do you think it's going to be any different? No. Tunis, same crap. We haven't boycotted it. We don't have courage to boycott it. Oh, let's go to Tunisia. You think they are any different? No, they're no different. So my question is this. This is not the first or the last genocide. Besides this, now the followers and representatives of Satan the Great, Shaitan, Iblis, Azazil, Diablo, have started attacking Iran because they like to call it, say, Iran rather than real pronunciation, which is Iran. That is the name. And even though in the older days it used known as Paris, but because of the invasion from the rest of the world in a language where there was no P, it became Faras, So that's why there's Khalij Faras or Gulf of Persia, So they are being murdered, regardless who they are. They are Shia, obviously. They don't call themselves Muslim, they call themselves Shia. They feel proud of it. But the point is this: Allah Ta'ala have said in the Quran that if one person is killed, it means you have killed the whole humanity. So now Iran is being bombarded, but what is the role of the so-called 57 Muslim countries? Zero. And do you know why? Because majority of the Muslims is still in zombie coma. So now I'll tell you why I say that. I have gotten a chance to work in plenty of masajid as a volunteer during Ramadan and other places, and I organize all the activities for arranging iftar and dinner after iftar. I have seen myself people throwing half-eaten food in the garbage like it's no value, while the children are dying of starvation in Gaza, Yemen, and Sudan. What the hell are you going to answer when on the Yawm al-Qiyamah, meaning Judgment Day, the Allah Ta'ala is going to ask, why did you waste the food when these children and these pious Muslims, innocent Muslims, were dying of starvation? And it's just not Muslims. It can be your neighbor who is hungry, who goes to bed hungry. But no, you feel so proud because the excuse is this: oh, I couldn't eat, I didn't like the taste. Can't you act like a Muslim in the month of Ramadan? So if you want to see the bad examples of Muslims, come to the dinner time and see the stampede towards the food and the waste of the food and the greediness. When their plate is full, they're still looking for the second round, when there are still people who are waiting in line for the food and they're already on second trip. Why? Most of these people have sufficient food at their home. If somebody is poor, hungry, and desperate, fine, makes sense. No, but these people, these Muslims wanna be. No, act like a Muslim in the month of Ramadan. In the month of Ramadan, Quran was revealed, which most of us I have to say, including me, have not read much with the translation, even though I have finished from point A to point B. But if I have read very limited translation of the Quran, That's not sufficient. So I should do more. If I can do more, then you can do more. And this in day of information technology and availability on the internet and books and translation, so many available, how hard it is for someone to make an effort. But we don't want to make an effort because we don't want to inconvenient our life. So the reason I'm making this video, first you gotta share and like it. Why? Because of this video, if one person stops throwing away half-eaten food, my job is done. At least one person. Second, it will reach to more people. Maybe some people will listen, but I am counting on one person. And second reason is this, because I have to do something. Because what if Allah Ta'ala asks on the judgment day, what I have done for these people? Not what I could have done, what I have done. So I'm doing it for that reason, because I have to do my part. Anybody does their part or not, that's not my concern, because on the judgment day, I will be on my own. It's very simple. So I have to do this. So that's why I'm doing it. So I think I would like to end this video over here. I have told you sufficient. In next coming video very soon, I'll be telling you again different, how should I say, same topic but different countries. That's what I meant to say. In the meantime, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.